So obviously we did say goodbye to Sheffield United. Thank God, to be honest. I mean, what a boring team. Just, I don't think anybody would miss Sheffield United. Would you agree with that?
I don't think I've watched them unless they played us, to be fair.
I'm making a bold statement. I think they were actually worse than the Derby team that got 11 points. At least that Derby team was entertaining. It had like Paul Jewell just like doing everything and like another entertaining manager, Paul Jewell. What an interesting guy. They were so boring and there was no game plan. They just got hammered every week. At least with Burnley and Luton and you throw Forest in there because of the points deduction. At least they actually try and play expansive football and try and entertain.
Living at home.
Yeah, a bit like Ten Hag. I don't understand what Sheffield United are about. It was,
They don't seem to invest, do they? They've been in the Premier League 5 times. 4 of those 5 times have never had a player score hit double figures. They're just such a defensive, big lump type unit. They're just, I don't know what they do. They just come up, they get the money, they bugger off for a few years, come up, I think, we're a bit skinned, come back up. It's just, I find them one of the worst teams ever to grace the Premier League. That's so many Sheffield United fans watching this are going to rip me, but shit. That's just is what it is. In fact, I looked up while I was looking at that fact. The fun fact is Brian Dean was the first person, he was the only person actually who scored double figures for Sheffield United. First player ever to score in the Premier League. One for the pub quiz.
That's all of it.
Coming up, though, obviously Leicester are up already, and then you've got Leeds and Ipswich on the same points, I think, at the moment. Who do you think is going to be best equipped to come up and not go down?
I've watched a little bit more of Leeds and Ipswich, but I think it'll be tough for me to really say. I haven't watched them that much. I feel like Leicester's probably a cut above the rest, hence why they're going to win it. But I probably would say Leeds. They've experienced it. You know what I mean? You'd have to put your bets with them, really. But no, I haven't watched too much of Ipswich for me to have an opinion.
I think Leicester will be fine. I think they'll stay up. I'm probably going to know his last name, but the manager, Maresca, is one of Pep's old assistants. I think Leicester have got enough quality in the side to. I know obviously it's probably the same players that they got relegated with, but I think that there's enough in there. And I'll agree with Joel on Leeds as well. I think whilst it'd be amazing for Ipswich to come up, bit of variety would be nice. I would just think Leeds, because of the club of the arm, and probably they've got the players. I know Daniel Farke's been in the Prem before, he understands it. And I think, just looking at the Championship table, you've got Ipswich, Southampton, Norwich and West Brom. Out of those 4, I'd probably say Southampton would stay up if, out of those. I think Norwich, they're a yo-yo club. West Brom, probably just like another Sheffield United. Ipswich.
They're borderline yo-yo as well, to be fair. West Brom, boring as well, as have been.
Yeah. So I'd probably go with Leicester, Leeds and Southampton.